Hello guys, welcome back to this series on C programming. Today we will learn about switch statement. So, the switch statement allows us to execute one code block among many alternatives. You can do the same thing with if-else later. If you don't know about if-else later that we already explained it in the previous video, please check this link. The syntax of the switch statement is much easier to read and to write. Now, the syntax of switch statement, we have the keyword switch, we have expression between parentheses, and we have different cases. We have case 1, case constant 1, we have here statement to execute. After, we have the break to tell the finish of the case. We have here the second case, etc. until the default cases. How this syntax is working. So we have here the expression is evaluated just one time. This expression will be compared with the different cases. So it will be compared with constant 1, constant 2, etc. until finish all the constant. If there is much between the expression and the constant 1, the statement after constant 1 will be executed and all the other constant will not be executed. For example, if the constant 2 is same with the expression, so if there is much between the expression and constant 2, the statement after constant 2 will be executed until the break word and all the other constant will not be executed. If there is no much, only the default statement will be executed. And there is something also very important. If we don't add the break word, all the statements will be executed. So it's very important to add a break after each cases. Now, let's pass to an exercise to do the sample calculator exercise together to understand much better how to use and how the switch statement is working. In this exercise, we will create a simple calculator. So we need an operator and we need to operand. So the first thing, we will ask user to choose between different operator. So printf, please enter an operator, and here we can give another indication to user, for example plus or minus or multiplication or division. Scanf, here the operator is a character, is not an integer or a float. That's why we are going to use char. We create our variables and here we are using char, so we have to use %c. %c is for character and we have address of operation. After we choose the operator, now we have to ask the user to choose or to enter two numbers. So printf, please enter two numbers. Scanf, we have here, we are going to work with %d. You can work with float also, just to make things easier for you. We have number 1 and we have address of number 2. Here we have to add the declaration of those two numbers, number 1 and number 2. Now, after entering the operator and the two numbers, now we have to start the switch. So, the result of our code will be according to an expression. What is the expression? Here, the result will be different if we choose the addition, if we choose the multiplication or the division. That's why the result will be according to this operation. So switch this operation, we will work. Switch operation, we will have different cases. So the first case is the operator plus. So here, this operator is a character, so we have to add apostrophe. We have here plus, we have 2 point, printf, if it's plus, so we will write %d plus %d will be equal to %d, and we have here the first %d, it's number 1, the second %d is number 2, the third one here is the result of the addition of number 1 plus number 2, so we have here number 1 plus number 2. After finishing the statement, we have to add break, otherwise all the statement will be executed. Now we will do the same for the minus. So the second case will be minus. We are just going to change here the operator. Same thing for the multiplication. We have multiplication here. We have here the multiplication also, and the last one is the division. Number 1 will be divided by number 2. It's just a choice. After here we finish all the cases. Now we will add the default. It's optional. You can, for example, choose to not add the default statement. So if we don't have matches between the expression and all operator, we will just write printf, for example, error. It's just a message, error message. So this program will come here, it will take the operator, will take 2 numbers from user, and according to the operation, one of those cases will be executed. Not always case, just one of the cases. So if there is match between the operation and this character plus, the statement will be executed and the program will be finished. If there is match between this operation and the second case, just this statement will be executed. If there is no match between the operation entered and all those cases, the default statement will be executed. So let's try it together. The first thing here, let's try, for example, plus. Choose 2 numbers, for example, 2. We have 3. The result is 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. Let's try another one. For example, let's try the multiplication. We have 2, for example, and we have 6. So 2 multiplied by 6 will be equal to 12. I hope you understand the switch statement. Please leave us a comment if you have question or if you like our video. And do not forget to subscribe to our channel to be notified for the following video. Thank you so much and see you in the next video.